What's he doing? Smoking. Oh, does he not do it in the car?
He does it in the car.
I will charge you.
Road trip, or as I like to call it, Faisal goes west, but mainly southwest. So around the bonfire the night before, Muhammad had told us that he has a cousin who lives in a Bedouin camp
and that we can stay in the tents in this camp.
So Muhammad's cousin, Ratep is the type, well, you'll see. Pack of Marlboros, 2 cell phones. Do you know what this says to me?
Businessman. They were ringing off the hook.
I'm sorry.
He starts acting kind of strange. And then he pulls a gun out of his derrière. I'm sorry, pardon my French. He pulls a gun out of his
Yes. Do it.
I'm really...
So we were expecting like Arabian Nights, like flowing rugs. No, frickin' Bedouinapalooza. So everyone's like getting down to Shakira on the dance floor, and then all of a sudden, black.
There was a blackout at the camp.
Darkest black you've ever seen.
Dancing ceased.
So we all gather around this fire that some of the guys build up, and for a while it's like back in time.
I've been waiting for that.
They're doing poem readings and giving us our desert Arabic names. So this guy is singing this ancient song, and we're in the dark with the fire and the tea. And then next to me, some like super popular girl doesn't turn her BlackBerry on vibrate. Like, I try not to use the word juxtaposition in real life, but it was just the most bizarre, like East meets West, modern meets ancient.
At this point, everybody in the camp goes to sleep. We all pile in the back of Ratep's truck, drive 20 minutes on open sand, over bushes and like trampling trees, maybe
no lights around anywhere. And then we're all laying on these blankets in the middle of the desert, looking at the Milky Way arching across. I saw 17 shooting stars. And then without warning,
Ratep is singing Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You.
No trace of irony, dead serious. 10 minutes later, he makes the seamless transition from Whitney to Celine. Arabian Nights indeed.
We get back in the car, we're driving back to the camp like right as we arrive.
Shoot, I forgot my laser.
So we get back in the truck. Mind, there are no roads, but Ratep,
Everybody get your hands up.
he knows the desert. So he drives back 20 minutes, opens his truck door, dusts off a little spot in the sand, and picks up his laser. No big deal. Also, random fact of the desert, Ratep can read what kind of person was walking based on the footsteps in the sand. He can tell if it's a pregnant woman, if they're sad,
He can tell if they're in a wheelchair,
if they're really tired,
he can tell if they're dead.
female if they're a male,
Can he tell if they have pink eye? No, I asked.
based on the footsteps in the sand, because he knows the desert. He does. He really does.
The next morning, we were headed for the lost city of Petra.
An ancient city carved out of cliffs.
There were no outlets in the tents, so by the next morning, we had 1 camera with any battery power left.
Okay, so the first week we had a case for it, very smart.
I already lost the case.
The second week, and so on, we had a green sock that went over it. And by this time, we're pros, we don't need a case.
So Kelsey puts the sock on her foot like some provincial farmhand, throws the camera in her purse, butt naked.
I also chew gum a lot. We go through this entire ancient city with a gum splotch on the lens.
Kelsey prefers spearmint. Spent a lot of time trying to disguise this sad truth. Every frame looks like we took out Shrek going 90 on the 5 South.
That was a shame.
So to even get to the city at all, you must first pass through the Seek. It's this mile-long crack down the rock left by some prehistoric earthquake.
3rd century BC, like a thriving capital city. Then after the Roman Empire, the tape kind of goes static and no one really knows what happened.
It sank into oblivion and vanished, like Atlantis, never to be seen again. The ancient city carved from the red cliffs was lost and forgotten, stolen by the hands of time. And then in 1812, there was a Swiss explorer living undercover in the Middle East. He overheard some local people talking about the ruins of an ancient city far off the road near the tomb of Moses' brother Aaron. So he told some guides that he wanted to make a sacrifice at this tomb, and they led him through the Seek and straight to...
feel like you're trespassing on the territory of some giant who built this huge sandcastle and then just walked away.
I was picturing Petra to be like that single treasury that you see, I guess, on postcards and whatnot, but it's this huge area that stretches for miles and miles and miles of just these parts of the city that has been discovered.
And bear in mind, unlike my contemporaries, I do not use this word to describe like gluten-free brownies. Petra is amazing.
Oh God!
She just learned how to shoot with her. And she wants to show me.
But heartache pales in comparison to love.
Sí, hello.
You know what I mean?
Te falo antes. Estou aqui. Hello.
Rose's socks?
No, Roses is here from Jordan.
Roses are from Jordan.
Is it bad? Or a little bit?
It's not. No, it's just bad. It's funny.
It's funny.
Night we get home, Mohammed looks so distraught. We sit down and say, Mohammed, what's wrong? He says, I don't know what to do. Someone stole my gun. We say, you had a gun?
Strange connotation in a land of milk and honey. I struggle to see.
Look at this. Oh my.
Strange conversation over tea with milk.